We'll go get the smart card later. Hello everyone. Just picked up my nephew Jack at the Phnom Penh International Airport. You'll be getting to see more of Jack over the coming days. And we're just about to get a car to get into town from the airport. We've been waiting for him for a while. His flight was the last of 6 to arrive within 20 minutes, so the airport was really busy. Anyway, he's here now. How was the flight, Jack?
Yeah, it was good.
3 flights all the way to get here. One from Mildura to Melbourne, then Melbourne to Kuala Lumpur, and then Kuala Lumpur finally to here, and you've arrived.
I have.
You're looking pretty good considering. How many hours have you been travelling for?
About 35.
My goodness! But you had a bit of a sleep on the overnight flight from Melbourne to Kuala Lumpur, yeah?
Yes.
And did you have something to eat in Kuala Lumpur this morning?
I had some McDonald's.
It's what we all fly to Asia to have.
McDonald's.
Come to Malaysia and yum McDonald's.
Yeah.
That's okay. Yum Mel Kem Pot, yum Burger King Kem Phnom Penh.
ចឹងបងក៏ទិញ SIM card មួយនៅមុខនេះមានតែចាំទៅទិញហើយ
Don't worry, we'll get the SIM card later.
ហើយ
We'll just go supermarket now. We can do that in the evening.
Em say near.
Yeah, but I don't want to be... Jack's tired. Do you know what I mean? We can do it later. Later in the evening. Is that okay, Nat?
Okay.
Thank you. So Phnom Penh's changed a lot. I first came to Phnom Penh 24 years ago. The airport's been completely redone, and when I first arrived here 24 years ago there was not one skyscraper, and now Phnom Penh is really developed and changed. Hopefully we'll capture a bit of it, and I intend, we've got three nights here. Intend making a few videos to share Phnom Penh with you. I feel like a country bumpkin when I come from Kampot to Phnom Penh now.
And next year we change the airport.
Oh really? They're building a new airport in Phnom Penh?
Yeah.
Where?
$1.5 billion.
Where?
On the southwest of Phnom Penh, in Kandal and Takai province.
Okay.
It's open next year on March.
Đồ bán chai á nó cũng.
I know they just built a new airport in Siem Reap, and everyone say very good.
The new one, this one better. It's
More close to the city or more far away?
45 minutes.
Yeah, a little bit more far, but it's
They
okay.
build shuttle train, shuttle bus,
Oh, good.
and
Train.
expressway.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good planning.
Yeah.
So, will they still use this airport
Yes.
for domestic flights,
I
maybe?
heard the spokesman for the aviation department, they say they shut down this one.
Oh, okay.
I think it's going to be
Develop.
like,
Yeah.
commercial center area.
That land would be worth a lot of money.
Yeah, it's 400 acre. This old airport. I think big developer like Chipmong, Pinewood, they share all this thing. I think.
Phnom Penh's really changed. When I first come here 24 years ago, if someone had a Camry, they were rich.
Yeah.
Now everyone has a Lexus, it seems.
I drove Camry
Yeah.
in 2003, and less car that time. More moped.
I lived here for 1 year before, and I feel too busy, so I go live Sihanoukville. And then about 9 years ago, they built 50 casinos in Sihanoukville, so I go live Kampot.
Now Kampot.
Yeah,
Kampot
Kampot.
now a lot of change.
Yeah, it's good. It's got everything without being too busy. If you know what I mean, and friendly and
When too much.
not hot. Say not.
Yeah.
Well, it has been hot this year. This year's been a very hot year.
Kampot also hot.
This year, sure. Most hot year I ever see in Cambodia this year.
So hot. You from Australia?
But you can pick my accent. Well done.
Been here 24 years.
Yeah. I had a bookshop in Sihanoukville before. Now I work online.
Okay. I have a lot of Australian expat friends. Live here before, now they move back to Australia. Before they work through OSA.
Okay.
like Rory, Hunter, Aaron Watson, Christine, Claire, they all move.
That's incredible that you can pick the accent. Because American people cannot pick my accent. Usually they think I'm English or British or... And how are you going, Jackal?
I'm good.
That's a lovely shirt. Am I going to get banned? The Campot notice board deleted my comment when I complimented Jack on his shirt in a post that he made, and they told me I obviously had to have been being sarcastic. Now, does that shirt look sarcastically bad to the viewers out there? Comment down below what you think. I think it looks quite spiffy. So a new international airport coming in Phnom Penh. I had no idea about that. I don't follow the news a lot. My main concentration is the war in Ukraine. That's what I'm really focused on.
Yeah.
I want Ukraine to win.
Crazy now, yeah.
Yeah. Have property prices come down in Phnom Penh? I remember for a while though it was higher per square metre here than Tokyo.
Now it's slow.
Down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy prices before.
Yeah.
There's a Korean city that will pass along the way that's been in development for a very long time. Okay, that's the airport.
New one. They complete end of the year.
That'd
They
be good.
open in 2025.
But they built this one, they renovate the current airport not that long ago, yeah?
Yeah. A few years ago.
But it's been there for a long time, like
Yes.
1920, I think maybe 100 years ago, they first make the airport here.
Yeah, 1957.
57, was it? Okay, I was after independence.
Yeah, after independence, the new airway fly open.
And what province are you from originally?
I come from Prevang, but I grew up here. When I was 9, I moved to Phnom Penh. My grandparents sent all the grandchildren to school here. And now I get married with my wife at Araksat, other side of Naga. And now I live in Borei, New World, near the killing field,
Okay,
near Eon Street.
I went there a long time ago.
Yeah.
I've never been back.
Now
So-
I have 2 kids, 1 daughter and 1 son.
And how old are they?
My daughter is 3.5. My son is 5 months old.
Oh, good. Sakla people, oh, kameng na.
Yeah. This my 2 kids.
Oh, yes, sad.
Thank you. My boy, he's a premature. When he born, 1.8 kg, and right now he 7 kg now. 5 months old. He grow fast.
Lucky. Jack, how, if it's not embarrassing, how much did you weigh when you were born? Do you remember? Listen to this.
I think maybe,
I remember it was a can of Coke weight, wasn't it?
I think it was about maybe 600 grams.
Yeah, Jack, 600 gram when he born. Very prim.
It's my now
Yeah.
7 kg.
Oh, yes.
Nó bay ngon. Mạវាbay ឥឡូវវាអត់នៅស្ងៀមឲ្យពណ៌ដើររហូត
វាពងពេញលពឹសណា
បាទការខែមុនអត់ទៅអីទេសប្តាហ៍ទី2ចុងក្រោយហ្នឹង The last 2 weeks he changed a lot my son.
Had a growth spurt.
Yeah, he like not like very active.
Yeah.
If you carry him like stand like just sitting, he cry. If you walk around, he okay.
Did they inject him with steroids when he was born that premature? Or?
Yeah, premature. My son, his lung not grow properly.
Same Jack, yeah.
The doctor at Kalamat threw 3 injection to make his lung grow properly.
Yeah.
And now he very healthy.
I remember when Jack was born, it was the same thing.
Yeah.
They called me and say, come to hospital quick, see Jack. I remember see you and you were the size of a can of Coke. And here you are. How many years later? How old are you now, mate?
29.
Wow. It's amazing. But I knew when I saw you that you were going to make it. I just had a feeling. And is there anyone you'd like to say hello to? I've told your mum that you're going to be in a video, and I'm going to document as much of your travel here as I can.
Just to my work colleagues.
Yeah.
And my friends and family. Hi, Susaday. I'm living the high life in Cambodia.
And what? There was a brief post I saw on your Facebook about you nearly lost your passport at one point on your travels. Can you tell me about that? I don't know the full story.
When I went to the passport gate
In Melbourne, was that?
Yeah, I left my passport
In the machine.
in the machine.
Like an ATM, like where you put the card in.
Yes,
God, that...
and
How much later did they catch up with you and give you your passport?
it's only about 5 seconds.
Oh, okay. Right, so it wasn't like you... Yeah, that's good. You would never have gotten on the flight without it anyway, and it would have turned up. So Phnom Penh's, they call it the Pearl of Asia, and it still is a very charming city, although very, very busy. But that's a sign of development, and Cambodia's become a lot more developed and wealthier, and it's had prosperity and stability for a long time now.
Almost 40 years now.
Yeah. And it just shows how things can go from year zero to
Yeah.
very modern.
Yeah. I see.
Cambodia is an optimistic country, I'd say. People don't want to think too much about the past. They're ready and looking forward to the future, and that's always a good sign, I think.
And Cambodian people there are a lot of young age people.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
but I think in the future, as Cambodia gets more wealthy, same every country, less baby, because
Yeah.
it's so...
Yeah.
Even China, or Japan's a long way.
Yeah.
China and Japan are in trouble not have enough
They're
babies.
concerned about baby rate.
Yeah, sure.
New birth.
Australia, we just import them. I'm not sure what the immigration numbers are, but we're the second highest number of foreign-born citizens, the percentage of our population in the world.
Australia.
Israel number one.
Mhm.
Something like 20% of Israelis are born elsewhere,
Mhm.
and Australia, last time I looked, was the second highest. People come
Yeah.
from everywhere. Same Cambodia though. Like I've met people who are living and working here from Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, Nigeria,
Mhm.
Latin America, every European country. There are people who come here, Japan, Korea,
Yeah.
China, Thailand, Vietnam, but not so many Vietnam now.
Yeah.
24 years ago, many Vietnamese, but then about maybe 15 years ago, the government, anyone who didn't have a visa, they,
Oh.
yeah,
There's still a lot of Vietnam immigration here. Live by the Don Lê Sap Delta, Mekong Delta, and Kampong Chnang, and Basak near Chbamper. There are many Vietnamese.
there's all been Vietnamese
Yeah.
here for a long time, sure.
Yeah.
And many of my Khmer friends, when I talk to them, they'll tell me, oh yeah, my grandmother was Vietnamese. Or,
Yeah.
yeah. Everyone, if you scratch below the surface,
Yeah.
everyone's got. And here we're getting a little bit of a view of the high rises in Phnom Penh. We're going over a flyover. These have all been developed in the last 20 or so years. And I want to go to, when I first arrived in Phnom Penh, I stayed at Bangkok Lake, the
Oh.
Backpacker Lake.
Yeah. Now
And-
they fill up.
Yes, and now it's a skyscraper, so I'm
Yeah.
going to go along and have a look. I haven't been there in years. I remember when they were trying to evict all the
Yeah.
landowners, and it dragged on for a long time.
11 years ago.
Yeah.
Very good place to be.
It was.
Yeah.
I remember I turned up there. I got off the boat from Siem Reap,
Yeah.
and I walked into a backpacker hostel,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I was tired.
Yeah.
And I said to the lady, "How much for a room?" And she said $2. And I look at her surprised, saying very cheap,
Yeah.
and she said, "Okay, for you $1."
Backpack area.
Yeah. But I understand why though, because everyone sit on the lake
Yeah. Yeah.
and eat and drink all day.
Yeah.
So they not really make money from the accommodation, but
Yeah.
they sell you food and drink.
Yeah, they make some money from food and beer.
Yeah. And devil's lettuce.
Yeah.
There's still a lot of motorbikes in.
Yeah, still many.
Yeah.
Today like Sunday, like a lot of people like came back from the countryside.
Right. Yes, we left Kampot yesterday, and there were so many people coming to Kampot from Phnom Penh.
Yeah.
All the traffic was going one way. Because a lot of people who live in Phnom Penh go to Kampot
Yeah.
weekends and Phuket. Some Sihanoukville, but Sihanoukville
Yeah.
not so. You go for casino.
Saying we're now too crowded.
Yeah.
Like a lot of like ghost building
Yeah.
left from COVID era. The Chinese not come back.
And also when the government banned online
Yeah, yeah.
casinos, something like 250,000 Chinese left in a week or two.
Yeah, yeah. And this
Now there's
last-
many people in Indonesia,
yeah,
Philippines,
yeah,
Sihanoukville.
last few days, the Chinese send the Chinese Southern China airline come to deport the Chinese
Criminals.
criminal like online game
Yep.
back to China.
A lot of the casinos have become scam centres now. I see the advertisements for the
Yeah.
jobs all the time, and if you were desperate it might be okay, but you hear horror stories about what happens to the people who find themselves working in those places.
Yesterday night and yesterday night before, like four airplane from China, from Wuhan, come to deport the Chinese criminal back to China.
Well, I'm glad they're taking them back.
Yeah, because like one Chinese criminal, three Chinese policemen like escort them because they are like wanting like long criminal like case that Chinese government hunting for them. Finally, they catch them up in Cambodia.
Good.
Because this criminal like very risky
Yes.
for
And
Cambodia.
serious. They don't care what.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very risky for Cambodia economy and tourists.
And corruption.
Yeah, corruption. Like, because this Chinese mafia
Have a lot of money.
have a lot of money, they bribe Cambodian police easily.
Yeah.
Then they can be like.
Before they did in Myanmar a lot, but now the civil war in Myanmar has flared up. So Cambodia and Laos are the two most popular. Myanmar, it's very unstable there at the
Yeah.
moment. At least
Oh,
Cambodia is
they
stable.
arrest a lot of Chinese.
Yeah.
And now civil war, this Chinese mafia escape to Cambodia, escape to Laos, because they are not safe in Myanmar anymore. Because now in Myanmar, like Bhutan government, like very serious now. They are fighting with the Kachin,
Yeah. But Myanmar, ever since 1948, it's never been at peace.
Yeah.
There's always been war.
Yeah.
So long. I hope eventually it finishes. I want to go there one day. I nearly went there when Aung San Suu Kyi
Yeah.
came to power.
Yeah.
I got sidetracked and never went, and now it's in a state. It's not a place you can go now.
State of emergency now.
Yeah.
Cannot go there.
I hope
Very
things
unsafe.
change.
Very unsafe now.
George Orwell wrote an excellent book about. He was George Orwell, who wrote 1984 An Animal Farm. You ever heard of him, an author?
I know.
He was also a policeman in Burma,
Oh,
and he wrote a book about his time there called Burmese Days. Any of my viewers listening, I'd recommend that as a book if you want to learn about Burma from
Burma.
someone who lived there.
yeah.
And Orwell, what more? So many of the buildings have changed. I find it hard to remember what Phnom Penh used to look like.
You look BKK Bangkok Gong 1, too many skyscraper.
Are they empty, or
Uh,
are most of them occupied?
Most of them like occupied and less is empty.
By Chinese or Khmer or a bit of both?
Khmer both, you know. Some Chinese. And Japanese developer, the highest condo in Phnom Penh, it's going to be 75 floor, 320 meter building. It's because they call it J Tower 3.
Cool.
It's Japanese investor in Bangkok. Kong. It will be the first highest skyscraper in Phnom Penh. It's Fairfield by Marriott, at least 4-star hotel.
They started to build a great big tower right in the middle of Camp Pot,
Yeah.
but 2 or 3 or maybe 4 years ago, they just stopped. And now it's a big, ugly, empty building in the middle of town.
Oh,
They did up. It was going to be like 30 floors high, I think, but they've just stopped.
No more.
No, but who knows what the truth is? I heard the developer ran out of money, sold it on, and it's changed hands a few times, and they've got problems with the foundations because it's right on the riverside,
Yeah.
and the roads were cracking, I know. So, but it's not appropriate because Camp Pot is about old buildings and charm.
Yeah.
Like Sihanoukville's different. Okay, let Sihanoukville have the tall building. Camp Pot. Tourists not come Camp Pot for the tall building. They come for the charm.
Now the government issue new policy
Yeah.
to preserve all colonial architecture throughout the country.
I hope so.
So I think Camp Pot, all the colonial house cannot demolish it because by the law.
Because that's what, if you go to Camp Pot, you see the tourists, they come for the culture,
Yeah.
not for shiny new.
Yeah. Because this colonial architecture have to be preserved.
UN, what is it, UNESCO?
Yeah, UNESCO, and now the government, like Hun Manet, Hun Sen San, he put the new draft law that all colonial architecture have to be under the preservation now.
You know, I've never been to Battambang. But
Battambang,
one day I want to go to
very
Battambang.
charming.
Everyone say that. And it's a little bit like Camp Pot, but even
Yeah.
less developed.
In the middle town of Battambang, like Sanat,
Yeah.
all colonial architecture.
And it hasn't been ruined or
No,
built
no.
yet. Yeah. I hope they
Yes.
keep that.
This one like very make Battambang very charming, and now they develop a lot of like infrastructure, like underground drainage. They upgrade year by year now.
Good.
So everything year by year the thing is changed.
I hear Battambang has some of the best soil for farming.
Yeah, rice.
Yeah.
The best rice from Battambang.
And I remember when that building was made. That was one of the first
Kanaria
skyscrapers.
Tower.
Yeah.
Nee, Bangkok Lake. This
That's the old lake
Yeah. Now,
behind there.
Now
Right.
they call it New Phnom Penh City Center.
Right.
They named this area.
I remember there was a monk who was protesting and he got arrested. And I knew something was up because I used to go down there and hang out sometimes. And at one point, everyone was trying to sell me their business.
What's it?
The owners of the business were all trying to sell very cheap in Bangkok
Bangkok Lake.
because they hear later they have to go. But they not tell me this.
They all like forced eviction.
Yeah, I remember that.
Some like residential like live right behind Phnom Penh Hotel near the lakeside. Some of them like their land still under their hand. And now they build all like high rise inside there. I think in the next 3 years you will come here completely changed. Because this land is big, 100 hectare and 111 acre.
Now look at that for a mansion. Wow. It's actually quite nice. They've done it in Khmer style. Oh, it's not a mansion, it's a railway depot.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now
It's a train station.
Now the train line here belong to invest by Royal Railway. It belong to Royal Group Company, and Royal Group Company CEO called Kat Ming. He's a Cambodian Australian.
Okay. What's this building here? I've
It's
driven-
Council of Minister
Right.
and Prime Minister Cabinet.
I remember when they built it, and I wasn't sure. It's not the Parliament building, is it?
This one is a Council of Minister,
Right.
and this one is a government office, Prime Minister Cabinet. Oh, before ANC Royal, now J Trust. ANC Australia sell the share to Japan.
I remember ANZ used to. Okay, so they've sold out of their interest they had in the Cambodian
Yeah.
bank.
Now they sell the share to Japan.
That's the look at the old train
Yeah.
there. Me and Jack are planning on getting a train back to Camp Pot
Yes.
when we've finished our little holiday in Phnom Penh, and so hopefully we might have a video on that, guys.
Oh, the train still running to Kampot
Yeah,
for passenger.
yeah, it's beautiful. I went and made a short video when it went past one day, and it really surprised me. It was just one carriage, and it looked really nice. A little bit more slow than the car or the bus,
Yeah.
but it goes on a different route through Takao City, I think.
And now I heard
Okay.
Royal Group, the company invest with Royal Railway. They invest the fast train. They buy the fast cat train line from
I
Japan.
saw them. They just got offloaded
Yeah,
at
yeah.
Sihanoukville Port
Yeah, yeah,
recently. Yeah, that'll be
They
good.
shipping soon.
Good.
And then if we make the railway like trading in Cambodia more developed,
Which will be great.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of trains.
can running 110 km an hour.
Wow.
So you can go by train. It's fast
Yeah.
because they develop and invest with the fast train by using the second-hand fast train head fast train line from Japan.
And will that go to the new airport, the new trains that they're
No
buying?
different. The Sator train from Phnom Penh to the new airport is by Chinese company
Out of Phnom Penh, there's 2 train lines, yes, one to Battambang
and one to Kampot.
and one to Kampot, and goes to Sihanoukville at the end, yeah.
And then they will invest a fast train like Sator train line in Phnom Penh.
110, that's fast. That's more fast than the trains in Australia.
This,
We don't have very fast trains.
They invest by Royal Group company.
And this
So-
is in a bit more of the old part of Phnom Penh. They've kept all the wonderful old trees. It's just so beautiful. This is from here on to the river is the part of Phnom Penh that's
Yeah.
the most beautiful, I think.
Now we go to 7-Eleven
Yeah.
to buy something first.
Yeah, then we'll go to the hotel. Because I don't know. How are you feeling, Jack? Do you think you'll want to, has it hit you yet? Do you want to have a sleep or just sit down and see how you feel? Lay down in your room, have a shower, and then
Maybe just an afternoon at the hotel.
yeah, mate, it's up to you. You've had 35 hours of flying and sitting in airports.
Yeah.
So I just want you to recover today. And if you want to go out tonight, there's a few things we can do. But if you just want to relax in the hotel and eat, that's fine. I'm cool. Whatever you want to do, I'm cool to do too.
Yeah, okay.
Always cranes in Phnom Penh. It reminds me of, I decided to move out of Sihanoukville when we had no roads, no water, no electric. I went for a ride on my motorbike and I counted over 100 cranes from a hilltop
Oh.
in Sihanoukville, and I just thought, nah, the Chinese are not going anywhere.
They are more and more.
More and more.
But now less.
Yeah.
Because Chinese government they more strict on withdrawing money from China.
Yeah, you can only take 30,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now China government very strict on Chinese people who withdraw money out of their country.
You can take more, but you pay criminals 30%, I hear. If you've got, say you've got $1 million in China you want to take out, the criminals will do it for you, but they charge 30% of what you take out. And you've got to trust the criminals. Who would trust them? Not me.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. An old Phnom Penh cyclo. They're different from the ones in Camp Pot. It's great that they're still around, and I hope they're always here. They're an iconic part of Phnom Penh. Phnom Penh's very flat, even though it's named after a mountain, Phnom. So it's perfect for bicycle riding. And that's what a school looks like in Phnom Penh. Because everything is lands at a premium, schools are built up. Do you go to Camp Pot very often?
Yeah, quite often before. And I went there last month. The road is better now.
Yeah.
They rebuild the road from Baiku to Cap, and the road now much better.
The only bad bit now is if you drive Campot to Sihanoukville, there's about half of it that is just, everyone says terrible.
Yeah,
Better off to
one
get the train.
under the construction.
Yeah, it's been bad for a while.
Yeah. Now they find the budget from China, and they push the Chinese company to reconstruct like the short distance of road, like very muddy, like many years, you know.
Here's a family of tourists walking along. Wonderful at the airport, people watching everyone. See people from all around the world at the airport. There's a traveller on one leg. Okay guys, well I think this video is long enough. It's gone longer than I planned. We're going to stop now, do a bit of shopping, and we'll catch you later and keep updated on Jack's travels.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll see more, mate.